Today marks meaningful progress towards a more open, predictable, and competitive Canadian market. For years, many years, businesses have been held back by a patchwork of rules that can sometimes make it harder to move goods across provincial borders than across international ones. The economic cost has been well documented. Internal trade barriers are estimated to reduce Canada's GDP by tens of billions of dollars each year. That is why today's announcement matters. By advancing a more consistent framework for recognizing goods across the provinces, governments are taking an important step towards reducing duplication, lowering costs, and giving businesses, especially small and medium businesses, the ability to grow. The business community has long called for a simple principle. If a product is approved for sale in one province, it should be approved in all provinces. Mutual recognition is a proven international best practice, and it's encouraging to see the actions today. Mutual recognition should reduce complexity that has often acted as a hidden tax on growth. Mutual recognition was one of the primary recommendations that we made in our internal trade report in February, part of our Agenda for Growth, the 3% Challenge. Through our World Trade Center, Vancouver, with the support of the Province of B.C. and Canada, we help small businesses export to new countries for the first time and get the skills they need to export. Given the actions of our largest trading partner, trade diversification is critical. At the same time, the announcement today recognizes that we have an untapped domestic market. Today's announcement is good news, and we are thankful to the province for their role in negotiating the agreement. And while today is worth celebrating, it is important to encourage the momentum towards further integration and opportunity domestically, especially as we look towards food, alcohol, as well as improving labor mobility. As Canadians, we must meet the moment and build a stronger and more resilient economy in every province and every territory.